if y'all don't mind, if y'all just be so gracious, I want to tell you a little bit about my day. Hey, how y'all doing? What y'all got going on today? Now, I told myself in the beginning of this channel that I was going to reserve this membership for personal stories, which I didn't. But as most of y'all know, I had the funeral today, and I want to give you a little quick story. So I go extra hard on that hard flow. Call me D. Fresh off the presses type shit. Most of y'all do know about me and my cousin having beef. Internet beef, I guess you want to call it. This was our first time seeing each other in person. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had it on my mind before we even got there that wasn't gonna be no talk with bro. You know, I just feel like bro went too far with certain shit. You know, when you brung up my father and our relationship and my kids, you talking about naming my girl, like I just feel like certain shit you don't touch on the internet. Especially if we family. If we family, it's certain shit you do not touch. Certain things you don't go into in front of the whole world. And I want to make this clear. This is not a video about him. This is a video about my actions and how I handled it, and if y'all think how I handled it was wrong or not. Because I love y'all opinions, bro. I love y'all responses. They so fucking real. Y'all keep shit so hunted. Y'all keep shit such a band with me. And it just told me how weak-minded, how womanly this guy is. So we get to the funeral, we get to the church. I'm outside the church talking to everybody, we politicking, you know, the regular old go. So I see his mother. Now his mother to me is like a distant mom for me. You know, as a kid, this lady would kidnap me from my grandmother's house and we would ride around the city all day. You know what I'm saying? My dad, I have to call her at the end of the night, like, come on, bring him home. Like some nights I'll stay with her some nights. His mom was literally like one of them to me. You know, one of my favorite aunts type shit. I love that lady to death. I see her first. I don't see him. And I talk to her, whatever the case may be. And I ask about him. I don't say I want to talk to him. I don't say, hey, when he come out, tell him to come holler at me. I say, how your son doing? Because I still love you, cuz. I said this in our last conversation. I love you to death. But I cannot with you. I can't. And I guess this is where I want you to tell me if I'm wrong at. Like he felt like that was an invitation to come talk to me. And as we all know, we didn't all said it once before. You know, the only time, especially today in this generation, only time family really comes together is during weddings and funerals. Sometimes cookouts. Cookouts is starting to fade away too. I don't remember the last time I've been to a cookout or been invited to a cookout. We up there standing in the lobby, I guess, waiting to go inside the church, and he comes in to, what's up, cuz? And I look at him. What's up?
What you mean? What's up, cuz?
Bro, back up. I'm not super aggressive. I'm not loud. I'm whispering. I'm just talking like this for y'all. I'm whispering. Everything that I'm saying is a whisper. I say, bro, back up. You know I don't fuck with you, bro. Back up. We at grandma's funeral. Let's keep it cool. But you know I don't fuck with you. Back up.
What? My mama told me you asked about me.
So? In my mind. This is in my mind. So? I said this to him, to his face. I said, yeah, nigga, because I still love you. But I don't fuck with you. That wasn't an invitation for you to come talk to me. Right? I told him, I said, look, unless you change the way you move and at least acknowledge your wrongs, that is the only way we're going to be cool again. The type of time he on is let's get cool again and not talk about the situation. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I've done that in the past with people. I've done it in the past with him. And it never gets back to where it was or move on to something better because we ain't hashed it out. You have to hash out shit like that. You have to talk about it so y'all can have an understanding of where y'all at in y'all relationship. And after that, he ticked.
That's crazy.
All loud. I'm like, oh man, he gonna do it. He gonna cause the scene. I know he gonna do it. And I'm just like, all right, cuz. Mind you, I'm still whispering. And he go to the other side of the church or whatever. After a while of us standing there, we still waiting. Me and my brothers, all four of us, you know, me and my brothers kind of deep. So I don't know if he looked at that as clicking up on him or not. But we go outside, we start to vape. They spark up their blacks or whatever. And we just talking. And they asking me, what's up with that situation? Like, what's going on with you and him? Mind you, no one knows me and him is beefing. Because I don't talk. I'm not going to go call around and tell people about the shit that we going through on the internet. Everything that happened between us on this internet, I have not talked to nobody about it. other than my girl. So as we outside talking, he gets louder. He wants attention. I'm not responding to him. I'm not looking his way. I'm not making gestures towards him. He gets louder. How you gonna talk about how you gonna come talk to my mama, ask about me, and then like, so now in my mind, okay, his ego hurt. Because you can't really care about that shit. You cannot really care about me turning down your doubt. If it really hurts that much, I think I hurt his ego. Because maybe he looked at that as, yeah, see, I knew that nigga was gonna try to be cool with me again. But then when he walk up to me, it's, nah, bro. That hurt his ego, I guess. In my mind now. I'm not saying this is fact. I'm saying this is what I think and how I feel. He walking away saying, you ain't no man. You ain't this. You ain't that. And just to stop the story right quick. I know y'all have dealt with people like this before. You know those people that deal with you on a regular, that do certain things with you, that compliment you on certain things, but as soon as y'all bump heads, as soon as y'all get into it, they're gonna give you the opposite energy. If they told you before,
Man, you a real solid dude, man. Yeah, you stand up, man. Hell yeah.
but when y'all get into it,
Fake ass nigga, man. You ain't no man. You ain't no real dude, man. You don't stand for shit.
last time we bumped heads,
Oh, man, your work fire, bro, man. Hey, man, cuz, you need to stop playing with this, bro. You need to start promoting your shit, bro. Man, bro, you do this graphic design shit.
we bump heads,
Man, you don't even be doing nothing for real. You talking about paying you this, and that. Bro, this shit ain't even that good. I can do that. Anybody can do that.
I told him to show me that you can do it then. Needless to say, it came out trash. Matter of fact, it's something new I ain't tell y'all. I actually enrolled back into school. It's not a campus school. I enrolled into online classes for graphic design. Now, I know I already do graphic design, but I know it's more that I can learn. I want to really put something behind what I'm doing. But anyway, so what seems simple to me that, hey, all you got to do is do this, it's like hieroglyphics to somebody else. If they don't think about shading or shadows, or the color behind you should be darker than the color in front of you, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. After that, several people in the family came to me and told me I need to squash it. Now, y'all know me long enough to know that I have no problem admitting my wrongs. I have no problem saying, you know what, that's on me. Now, I can see where me talking to his mom and asking about him could be misleading. Maybe he did feel like, oh, it was a setup to just, you know what I mean, disrespect him. Maybe he thought I was trying to piece it up with him. He even told me, don't play with my mama like that. He literally thought that I used his mama as a ploy to disrespect him. Like, he thought that I used her to make him come to me so I can disrespect him. Like, bro, I'm not thinking that far. I'm just talking to auntie. I love auntie. Hey, how your son doing? And I keep going. And the last thing he said to me was, don't fuck with my mama. I'm gonna say this again. I love you, cuz. But I really feel like it's something mental going on. When you first started beefing with me, I kept it business. I kept it about the whole business thing, money and the graphic design. That's what I kept it about. You brought in family. You brought in personal dirty laundry. You brought in my addiction. You brought in all this. Even though I've already talked about it. But yet and still, you used that information to throw dirt on me. My dad even came to talk to me. My dad is a solid, straightforward, straight shooter. He don't care about none of that shit. Squash it, Damon. Squash that, son. I know, man, but you gotta forgive. You gotta forgive. And I'm gonna show y'all a video of my dad talking about my grandmother. And I think I got my storytelling skills from him. I didn't realize how good of a storyteller my dad was until I saw him up there speaking about our grandmother.
Music in my car, I'm looking at the subwoofers up, the speakers, the amplifiers. And out of my peripheral, I can see the back door slowly start to open. And my grandmother stepped out on that back porch and she put her hands on her hips and she tilted her head to the side. And if you could see me stumbling and bumbling trying to get to that volume button. Turn it off, turn that mess off. Grandmother would play. When I was much younger, man, my grandmother would take me and my brothers, Cliff and Chris, to the grocery store on Friday evenings. She had a lime green Lincoln, one with the lights flip up in the front. She would put us in that car, and on the way to the grocery store, she played gospel music the whole way to the grocery store. We get our groceries, on our way back home, she played gospel music the whole way back home. I'm like, Grandma! When get in my car today. You know what I listen to? Gospel. When I was a much younger man, I watched my great-grandmother, Rebecca Skipper, and my grandmother get on their knees, clutch her hands together tightly. And even though I was a young man, I knew she was praying. I knew she was praying. So today, every night, my wife Siobhan, my son Giovanni, and my daughter Harmony, we get on our knees and we pray every night. The scripture says, no eye has seen, no ear has heard what the Lord has prepared for those who love him. And in Matthew it says, I go to prepare a place for you in my Father's house. And I believe that.
Let me know what y'all think. I tell y'all this story to say this, man. I know I left a message earlier saying, hey, go see your family. You know, if you really love your family, don't wait until they die. And y'all tell me if I'm tripping. Y'all tell me if I'm holding a grudge. Because me personally, I don't feel like I'm holding a grudge. Because I'm not mad at him. I have no animosity toward even after this, bro. I don't. I expect this out of him. He showed me this is who he is. But should I have looked him in the eyes and say, bro, just forget all that, we cool? Or should I have dapped him up for the moment and still not mess with him just to keep it cool? Or the way I handled it is the way I should have handled it. You know, those three options. Tell me if I overreacted. I don't know. I just felt like you talk this much on the internet about me. When you see me in person, you should keep that same energy. This goes back to everything that we say about our families. Oh, we only come together during funerals and weddings. We're at a funeral. So I felt like you coming up to me was fake. It's not real. You're only doing this because of the funeral. Don't bring mama into it. Don't bring grandma into it. They wasn't there when you said what you said. I think that's it. You know, after that, we ain't talk. We was at the gravesite. We ain't talk. We went to the repast. We ain't talk. Walk right past each other type shit. And I know it ain't nothing new. I know it's like that in damn near every family. You got these rifts between us. We got these gaps between us, the older generation and the younger generation, because that's how I felt. I'm chilling with my brothers and our cousins. We the younger generation, and all the older people's over there. So it felt like this gap between us. Like they don't understand us and we don't understand them. I don't know, man. Tell me if I'm tripping. Last thing I am gonna say is I love all my family, even the ones who don't like me as much, because I know what type of guy I used to be in the past. The person I used to be, bro. If I can go back in time and talk to you, younger Demar, I would tell you the things that you're about to do, the things that you're thinking about doing, the things that you don't even think about doing and you do, it's going to have a deep repercussion. Not a bad one, a deep, because it's going to stick with you. These choices that you're about to make is going to stick with you up until your 30s. And if I would have thought that far in the future, I wouldn't have did those things. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? If my cousin is willing to sit down and hash it out with me, and we talk truth, and we talk real truth, and we both acknowledge our wrongs in the situations, F the rights. I'm pretty sure we know what we right about. If we can both sit down and look each other in the eye and say, hey, this is what I'm wrong about, this is what you're wrong about, if we can do that, man, we could be cool forever. That's my main thing. When a motherfucker's not willing to say what they wrong about. I'd rather tell you what I'm wrong about first before I tell you what I'm right about. So you can know this is genuine. So you can know that there's no extra motive involved of why I'm beefing with you. But yeah, man. Y'all stay positive. Y'all stay sober. And we out. Salute.
Call me, D.
Hustler talk, no comment, though, just paper chase. Chasing my dreams by night. Bears ain't got no